everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining us on Mass Appeal. I'm Ashley Cole.
I'm Seth Seven. Behind us, look at it. It's filled with tables and all of that good stuff, because today is the 22 News Blood Drive.
It is. So Studio 1 has been transformed into a blood donation center. It's your chance to come and help save lives. Today from 11 a.m. right now until 6 p.m. at 22 News Studios, located at One Broadcast Center in Chicopee.
You know what's wild? 40% of you watching are available and able to give blood, yet the national average is somewhere around 10%. So it's so important that you do it. We're going to talk about all of the varied reasons that it's so important to give blood a little bit later in the show. But
now, as we mentioned before, and we mentioned with Nick, it is the American Red Cross Blood Drive right here in Studio 1A. Joining us now is Anna Pirelli from American Red Cross Blood Services. She's a spokesperson, and she's here to tell us about what you can expect when you donate. Anna, nice to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Now, this is a time of year when numbers are down. The winter can be hard to get donors in.
It's a tough time of year. The weather's really unpredictable. So, you know, we have a day with a big snowstorm, and oftentimes we end up canceling quite a few drives, but the need for the blood is still there. So having a drive like this that we're having today helps replenish that blood supply, and having the support of Dunkin' Donuts for the month of January, which is National Volunteer Blood Donor Month, really makes a big difference and helps us get through this tough time.
Well, let's talk about that partnership, because people can come, they can be a donor, and they can go home with a nice little token of appreciation. Tell us about that.
So every donor that comes in the entire month of January will get a $5 gift card courtesy of Dunkin' Donuts, which is huge. You know, who doesn't love that?
Yeah, so when you're really feeling like you need that little pick-me-up, and you can go and get a coffee, maybe even two, right?
Or if you don't drink coffee, you can get whatever you want. So that's the nice thing about it. So
it is nice, but it's not even just about what you get. It doesn't really, you don't need the gift. That's just a really nice thing that they do.
It's a bonus.
It's a bonus. There you go.
It's a nice thank you.
Yes.
The real gift or the real joy in it is knowing that you're helping others and making a difference in people's lives.
It is, and especially at a critical time like this. So especially, you know, right after the holidays, you know, everyone's kind of in a slump. So we want to keep that momentum of giving going. So
and you have 10-ish pints of blood in your body. Giving 1 pint, not really going to hurt. And something like a car accident, it can require up to 100 pints of blood. So it's so important, especially when the roads are icy like this, that we give, because we need that blood.
Absolutely. And when somebody needs a blood transfusion, there's no substitute. It can only come from a volunteer blood donor. So we really do rely on the community to provide that blood and make sure that it is available for the patients.
Take us through the process. Say people at home, they're on the fence right now, they're watching some Mass Appeal, and they're saying, I should do it. I've never done it before. What's the process like?
It's remarkably simple, actually. Okay. So the entire process, start to finish, takes about an hour. The donation itself actually only takes about 5 to 10 minutes. And we take just under a pint. The average adult has 10 to 12 pints in their body, so you don't really miss what we take. But when donors come in, we give them a mini physical, so we really make sure that it's safe for the donor to donate. If we feel that it's unsafe, if their iron is just a little bit too low or their blood pressure is just a little too high, we're not going to let them donate. We're going to ask them to come back at another time. And then afterwards, again, the donation, 5 to 10 minutes. And then the best part is 15 minutes. You have juice, cookies, some snacks provided by Dunkin' Donuts today. We have coffee.
I think I see muffins.
I did see muffins
over there. And I will say, speaking from experience, I'm not a fan of needles. I don't like them, but I've donated before. Didn't bother me. They put you at ease. You don't look at it. You lay there. You're relaxed. If anything, it's a nice break, especially for a busy mom. You get a break to just lay for 10 minutes with no interruption.
So if nothing else.
It is.
That's why you should.
And I'm not a fan of needles. So I think anyone just give it a shot. If you don't like it the first time, fine. But at least know that you can make a difference by doing something so small. Also, you make it even easier for people now with the American Red Cross Blood Donor app.
The app is really cool. We're very excited about it. So you can schedule appointments. And the best part about it is after you donate, you can track your donation through the app and find out which hospital it goes to. So that's something that's pretty cool.
How cool? So you can actually see where it's going and how you're making a difference, because your pint of blood can help save up to 3 lives.
Up to 3 lives, yep.
How amazing is that?
Unbelievable. So today's the day until 6 p.m. You don't need an appointment. Just come to 22 News and see all these friendly faces and donate blood. Thanks, Anna. We'll be back with you later on in the show.
Absolutely. And
Yes, joining us now is Danielle Belpedio. She's a collection specialist with the American Red Cross, whose son Ryan was a blood recipient. Danielle, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
For sharing this story. Now, you work for the American Red Cross, but your family, your son, was touched by this directly. Tell us the story of how he was diagnosed.
My son, he had been sick for a little bit, couldn't fight a stomach bug, got a little dehydrated, and we finally had to take him into the hospital. It was Valentine's Day of 2013, and we went in, and all the blood tests came back, and we found out he had Burkitt's lymphoma. He was end stage, stage 4. We were hours away from losing him, and it was quick acting doctors and knowing what they were doing, and they started pushing the blood product straight away, started chemo straight away, and we fought an uphill battle for 8 months, but he's perfectly fine. He was 4, he's 6 now, and you would never even know that he had it.
And he's cancer-free.
Cancer-free, fully in remission.
Oh, look at how sweet.
Doing
Is that
wonderful.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But to go through that, look at how cute. And he was diagnosed at 4 years old,
Yep.
end stage. You said hours away.
Yeah.
And right away, they started giving him the transfusions.
Yep.
And thank God for that blood.
Right.
Saved his life.
Right, absolutely.
And so it's so important, and it also not all. I mean, we all have our own blood types, so there needs to be a match for him to get it. So
Yeah.
they need all types of blood types for donations, and
Absolutely.
to help people like your son.
Yes, definitely.
So now
Definitely.
he's wonderful. He's doing well.
Yep, there's no sign of it. There's no chance of it coming back. He's fully in remission, and he's just the best little thing ever. So
he's
he
so
does
handsome.
great. Yeah, he's
Well,
a good egg.
I can't believe the battle that you went through, but look at how beautiful. And that is definitely motivation for all of us, whether you have kids or not, to say, that's the least I can do, is to donate.
It's an hour out of your day. And, you know, I had known about this prior. My sisters worked for the Red Cross for more than 10 years, so I knew the present need for blood. But just to see the community come together, donors come out in droves, it's an hour of your day. And you saved my son's life. Like, you
Yes.
save lives, you actually do.
You
It's not
actually
just
do.
a removed thing, but you really are saving a life. That blood hangs at a bedside. So it's kind of amazing to make that connection. And I get to work here and have that present for me
Amazing.
every day.
Thanks, Danielle,
Yeah.
for sharing this story. So
You're
happy to hear that your
welcome.
son is doing well.
Thank
He's
you.
beautiful.
Thank you very
We've got
much.
more Mass Appeal coming up soon. Take care.
Welcome back to Mass Appeal, everybody. Studio 1A has been transformed. We have a blood drive today. Come on down anytime. And joining us now, we have Peter Martins. He's the Dunkin' Donuts franchisee. Thank you so much for swinging by today.
Thanks for having me.
Talk to me about some of your franchisees first. Where are yours located?
Well, we're in the Springfield, Mass area and surrounding towns, all of Western Mass.
Now, you're partnering with the American Red Cross. Tell us why you're doing it and what you're offering today.
Well, the American Red Cross and Dunkin' Donuts are partnering to launch Dunkin' Donors Make a Difference campaign. And the point of the campaign is to offer an incentive of a $5 Dunkin' Donuts card so that all the donors can enjoy a snack of their choice at their local Dunkin' Donuts. So rather than just a pound of coffee, maybe folks don't like coffee, this way they get a Dunkin' Donuts card and they can come in and enjoy any snack of their choice.
That's true. You have a whole lot of products, too.
A lot of variety. We have some good donuts, croissant donuts. We have a lot of fun stuff too.
Oh, wait a
for
minute.
folks to
Croissant
enjoy.
donuts?
Croissant
Can you
donuts.
leave? Is it the cronut?
No, it's the croissant
The
donut.
croissant donut.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
very important distinction.
That's
Now,
right.
why is it so important that you made this pledge that you're partnering with the Red Cross?
Well, at this time of year, obviously it's a difficult time for the American Red Cross, so we wanted to offer some sort of extra incentive so that folks would come in and donate and then be able to take the $5 gift card, which has the Red Cross logo on it. You can reload it. You can join it in the Dunkin' Perks Reward Program.
Which is great. You can get a whole lot of free stuff, discounted stuff.
All kinds of free goodies that you enjoy just for visiting Dunkin' Donuts as you normally do. So it's a nice incentive, and we hope to generate more donations at this time of year.
Now,
So
people can, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of blood drives throughout the year. People can come down here today, and right now we are getting a live look. It's right behind us at just some of the goodies that are available. Because that's the thing, not only are you getting the $5 gift card, not only are you helping to save up to 3 lives, there's a smattering of goodies back there.
that's right. So we're excited about it. We want to generate more excitement, and hopefully people take the time to come out and donate.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, let's get Cuppy over here. Hey, Cuppy, you want to give me a high five? This is one of my favorite parts of the show every year. I just want a high five from Cuppy. You too can get a high five from Cuppy. You can come on down. You can donate. After you donate, you get some fantastic snacks. And not only that, more than that, you're really helping to save lives here in Western Massachusetts at a time when your blood is so needed. So that's all from here and from Cuppy. But now I'm going to toss it over to Ashley, who's with our next guest. Ashley?
Thanks, Seth. So many inspiring stories that help to remind us why it's so important to donate blood. A local Western Massachusetts blood donor stopped by 22 News yesterday to share the reason why she continues to donate blood. Local blood donor Rochelle Houle has been donating blood for over 5 years. Her very first donation was in high school when she was just 16 years old.
So it was Dean Technical High School, which is my alma mater. They did a blood drive in 2009, and that was the first one. I was only 16, so I had to get permission from my mom and come over. And so it was a really fun experience. It's definitely something that's important, and I wanted to do it right away. My dad has always been an organ donor and an avid blood donor. My mom, not so much. She's afraid of needles, but I didn't get that gene, thankfully. And so it just became a thing for me. My dad told me, you know, you should do this.
Her motivation to help others is evident in her dedication to donating blood. The need for blood has also hit close to home.
Well, I've had a few aunts and uncles and extended family members that have had cancer, which a lot of times cancer patients need blood transfusions or additional blood. So that was always a motivation, just knowing people that had cancer and different things. And then recently, a good friend of mine went through a pregnancy in her fallopian tubes and lost about half of her blood supply. So that has always been a big motivation.
Local blood recipient Sherry continues to inspire Rochelle.
I met a woman back in 2010, around that time frame, that needed kidney transplant and has been going through dialysis. So from my end, I don't know her that well, but I do know of her, and she's definitely a big inspiration for me.
Sherry has had quite a few blood transfusions and continues to fight low hemoglobin, so the possibility of needing blood is always there. She is currently in need of a kidney from an O blood type donor. You can follow Sherry's story on Facebook. Rochelle enjoys helping people like Sherry. She has always been willing to donate.
No hesitation. I've always been a really easy prick, basically. I've got really good veins, thankfully, and I've never really been afraid of needles. Even as a child, my mom always said I would ask for shots, basically. So luckily, I'm good that way, and it's just been an easy time for me to donate blood, which is why I keep doing it.
The best part about donating? She says it just feels good to help others.
It does. It's a definitely instant gratification knowing that you're helping someone in need. Our blood supply replenishes itself quite often, so those of us that are healthy have the chance to give unhealthy people something that we can get right back, and they can't.
Now back to the American Red Cross Blood Drive happening right here live in Studio 1A. Joining us now is Jeff Meyer. He's the CEO of the American Red Cross Massachusetts Blood Services Region. Jeff, it's nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ashley. You and Seth have been doing amazing all day, so thank you so much for your support.
It's everyone. Everyone comes together and does this, and all of the donors that are currently here. You know, it's so nice to see, like you said, Jeff, earlier, those in-use signs at all of the check-ins. It's nice to see that people are coming in and donating. Now, the need is always there, especially during the winter months.
Yeah, the winter's always a challenge. We haven't had a lot of weather this year, knock on wood, but we know the storms are coming, and when the storms come, what happens? High schools, colleges cancel, and we run blood drives at high schools and colleges. 20% of our blood comes from there, so when they cancel, we have a real hard time keeping up with the demand at the local hospitals.
So there's no better time than now to come in and donate, especially today when you get a $5 Dunkin' Donuts gift card.
Yeah, and we love our partnership with Dunkin' Donuts. They've been so helpful, and they help us bridge the gap over the winter months and really help support the American Red Cross mission, and we're so thankful to them for that.
Absolutely. We know it's so important to donate blood. We know why. And we don't always remember that blood types, we all have our own blood type, and we can only receive blood from that person that has the match. So we really have to get in and donate to make sure that we can help that person that matches us.
Yeah, absolutely. And across the country, about 6% of the population has O-negative blood, which is the universal blood donor. That's the blood that gets used for traumas and can be used on anybody. But hospitals use in excess of 10% of O-negative blood. So we really need O-negative donors to come in on a regular basis. O-positive, B-neg, and A-neg, too, are very needed blood types. I'm A-positive. Do you happen to know your blood type?
I'm A-positive as
well.
well.
We're matches. All right.
We are matches. So we can help each other out.
Absolutely.
So, like you said, there are the blood types that are much more difficult. Like you said, the 6% is the O-negative. So you never know, especially if that's your blood type. Make sure that you come in and donate. Talk about the double red blood cell procedure?
Yeah, so we have a procedure where for those special blood types that we really need and hospitals need, donors can come in and donate 2 units of red cells and they get back their plasma and platelets. So it takes about 20 minutes for the procedure to be done, but a lot of donors say that they feel better afterwards because they get extra volume back in their bodies. So it's a wonderful procedure and it allows us to really have the product that we need for the local hospitals. So if you're that right blood type, come on in.
And there's currently 2 people I see getting that done right now, which is nice to see. So thank you, Jeff, for all the work you do, and we encourage people to come here from now until 6 p.m. to donate blood. Thank you, Jeff. Happy New Year. And now we've heard from people all show long about why it's so important to come and donate, and now Seth is with another Western Mass blood donor. Seth?
I am, Ashley, and this gentleman right here, Robert Florio, he's so cool. He donates blood so often. He even has a card with his name on it and his blood type. What got you started into blood donation? Tell us your story of why you donate.
The reason why I donate is because you never know what can happen to somebody out there that can get into a car accident, injury at work, anything. And that's why I donate. I donate frequently, not all the time, but
As often as you can.
yeah, as often as I can. And I love donating. The only thing I don't like about donating is the needles. I'm not a fan of needles.
But you know what's fascinating about you? The gentleman doesn't like needles, yet he's on his second card, and you've donated easily 20, 30, 50 times maybe. Now, you also had something recently affect you a little bit closer to home, if you won't mind telling us about that.
Yes, back in October of 2013, me and my girlfriend, we just found out we were having a baby, and about Christmas came. She was having some pains and stuff, and 2 days right after Christmas, she was bleeding refusively, and we went to the hospital. Me and her mom Diane, we all were there, and it came to find out we had a miscarriage, and which was sad to see, it was tough.
Yeah.
It was a tough day for us, and when we were there, they were telling us at the end, they were telling us how everything was, and she ended up getting 3 blood transfusions.
Wow.
Because of what happened, and she was very close. We were losing her, and she's very tough, and she took it like a champ.
And it's because of people like you and people here who are donating right
yes.
now. That's the reason why she's still here right now. She's sitting over there, and all is well.
Yes.
And that's what's important. So thank you so much for donating. Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then we found out this past year, last year, right before Thanksgiving, that we're having a baby now. Right now we're about 9 weeks in, and we're doing much better than compared to what we were that year when it happened. And
Congratulations.
thank you. And donating blood is very important. Yeah, you get a free gift at the end. It's not the matter of the gift. It's the gift of who you're giving the blood to.
You are one cool gentleman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if that's not a good reason, I don't know what is. Come on down. We're going to be here for the good part of the day. You can save up to 3 lives, as we just heard. You can really help make dreams come true. Don't go anywhere. More Mass Appeal coming up right after this.
Welcome back to Mass Appeal. The American Red Cross Blood Drive here at 22 News is in full swing. There's many people donating. There's plenty of room for you to come and donate from now until 6 p.m. right at One Broadcast Center in Chicopee, 22 News Studios.
And we've been telling you all show long how easy it is, how unobtrusive it is, and there's so many treats that you get. And the best treat of all is really helping to save up to 3 lives, because it's real. There's no substitute for blood. Isn't that right, Jeff?
Yeah, absolutely. Researchers have been trying for 50, 60 years trying to substitute human blood with cow blood and even trying to grow blood in test tubes, but there is no substitute. And if you talk to patients who have received blood, they tell you immediately they feel better. So it really is a life-saving substance, and we're so appreciative to all of our supportive blood donors, and thank you guys so much for all your support today.
No problem.
It really is amazing to see the people that come out and the people that are regular blood donors and hearing their reasons. And you don't need to have a reason just to know that you can help someone.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories, but you don't need a story necessarily to come out and donate blood, and you know that it's going to go to somebody who really needs it.
And the disheartening number that I always see, 40% of people roughly in America are able to donate blood, yet only 10% of people do. it's easy to up that number. All you have to do is say yes, and then you come down, you get to meet Cuppy, who's right behind us, and a whole host of fun characters. It's so important that people come down.
Yeah, and we love our blood donors, and we have some really amazing blood donors who come out as often as they can, every 56 days to donate blood, and we really appreciate them.
That's amazing. Well, thank you, Jeff, for all you do again, and for everyone that's here. And it's nice to see so much support.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
it's so rewarding. It really is. So thank you.
We love you guys. Thank you.
Hey, you can